Good morning, spacemen. Welcome to Space Operations Delta. I'm Captain Collins. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Today we're going to talk about planets, systems, and the galaxy map. How to navigate through the galaxy and what kind of planets do we have in this galaxy. Let's talk about that and go right into the game while we're looking at some of these planets. And we are in a specific system at the moment. We are in a system where you can get indium. Indium is one of these special resources that you just can find in specific systems, and for that we're going to take a look at the galaxy map at first, because one of the cool things and really amazing things about No Man's Sky is the sheer amount of solar systems that you have in this game. We have one single galaxy. Well, we have one single galaxy, spoiler alert, but you have a lot of star systems. In a star system, you do have a few different planets or even moons, a total of maximum 6 if you count everything in. So it can be, for example, 4 planets and 2 moons. And we do have 4 different types of solar systems. We do have yellow, red, green and blue systems. In classes, that means yellow systems are F and G class stars, red systems are M and K class stars, green systems are E class star systems, and blue systems are B and O. If you're into that, maybe you know that also from Elite Dangerous. What does that mean? You start in the game with being able to fly to yellow star systems. And these yellow star systems require just a simple jump drive. The difference between these systems is what kind of planets you can find in them. And for the higher tier systems, you need a different jump drive to fly in there. You do have on top of your standard jump drive also a cadmium drive, an emerald drive, and an indium drive in that particular order. Red cadmium, green emerald, and blue indium. And once you put the highest drive in your hyperdrive, the indium drive, you'll be able to fly in every single system with it. How do you build these drives? Well, if you want to install one of them, like for example the emerald drive, you need cadmium for it. You do get these materials in a system which is a lower tier. So in yellow star system, you can get the chromatic metal in this case to build the cadmium drive. And then you can build the first one, the cadmium drive. Then you can fly into cadmium systems. In cadmium systems, the red ones, you can get cadmium. With that, you build the next one, the emerald drive. And then you can go into the emerald systems and farm emerald, which you then need to build the indium drive to be able to fly into the systems where you do have indium. That's with that. And let's go back to the galaxy map to tell you a little bit more about the difference between systems against each other. A yellow system has a very, very rare chance to give you an exotic planet. Exotic planets are planets that have some resources that you cannot find on other planet types. That means exotic biomes do give you special objects or special resources that you can only find in these exotic areas. Though in yellow star systems, you have a higher probability to find lush planets. Lush planets means they have a very good vegetation, they have a fauna, flora, everything. They do not have that much hazards. So it's a good starting point for your main base, but you will also not find the high value of resources like cadmium, emerald, and indium on these planets. Going forward to the red one. The red one does have half the chance to find lush planets, but you can already find cadmium on these planets. If you're on the search for exotic biomes, then you will have the same luck in red systems as in yellow systems. These are very rare. And that's the point where we go to green systems. Green systems like this one here do have a higher chance for exotic biomes than the other two. The same with the blue one. You can also find exotic biomes more easily in blue in these Emerald star systems. In indium star systems, you can also find planets where you have activated indium. These are also available for the others, so activated cadmium or activated emerald. Activated resources give you more money for the same amount. And before you are jumping in one of these systems, you can always just click on one of these. It will always show you the name of the system, how far it is to jump to. You get an ID of that system. You do get the information of which race is dominant in this system. You get also the information on which type of economy is there and how strong the economy is. And you also do get an information about the conflict level of this system. So that means how many pirates and if you get intercepted a lot in this system or not. But when you are in a system itself and you take a look at these planets, you will see that it has got some different naming schemes. We have, for example, this one here is an icebound planet. Then we have a mechanical planet. We have a planet of light. At the end, it trickles down to the hazardous regions that you have on a planet. These can be very hot, very cold, toxic, or radiation. These 4 hazardous regions do decide on what kind of planet you have. And every single one of these naming schemes do have 10 different names for it. Like, for example, this one here is an icebound planet. I can't really see that good. An icebound planet, which means cold. Then you have another one right here, a planetary anomaly, and there where things start to get weird. And by weird, I mean literally weird. That's another biome. It's called weird. That's a weird planet. And there are weird planets and there are super weird planets. Planetary anomaly is one of these planets, which is weird. And then we have another one, which is, for example, this one here, planet of light, which is also weird. Weird means an exotic biome, an exotic biome that I just talked about. Just to give you an idea on how these planets can be named, if we take a look at the toxic planets, they can be called poisonous, noxious, corrosive, acidic, caustic, acrid, blighted, miasmatic, rotting, or simply toxic. I will provide you with a list of the naming schemes down in the description. There I will give you a list of the most used planet names, and that will be lush, toxic, scorched, irradiated, and frozen. I'll give you a list about that. Everything that's not on that list is either weird, exotic, or something else, and interesting. One more thing to mention, and which is really cool in No Man's Sky, is of course you can fly and land on every single planet, and not every planet is yet mapped, but every single mapping will be added to the public database. So if you find a planet that is unmapped, unexplored, unfound, whatever, then you can place your name on that planet for every single other person in the public database. You can even, if you do that if you are the one that has found the planet for the first time, you can rename that planet for the public database. Definitely you can give that planet your name, your desired name. If you ever wanted to have a planet in a universe, that is your chance to do it. So go out and explore planets and build your bases on cool different planets. I would advise you to build also a gate on every single base that you can just jump back and forth to every single base and have the cool stuff from every weird, mega weird and exotic planets that are out there. That was already it, and if you want to participate in something really nice, then take a look at World of Warships. The link is in the description down below. We're playing with the whole community, Space Operations Delta. We have a clan, Pacific Operations Delta. If you want to play against us or with us or anything, then jump into the Discord, tell us about it, and join the game for free. If you use the link in the description down below, you get some cool stuff thank you for that. That's it. And have a good time. Stay safe and healthy out there. Bye.